Good evening. Happy Monday.
Good evening, Sneezy. What's happening? Hello, everybody. Happy Monday. How are we doing?
Uh, Recuperating from a restful weekend with so much going on. I needed Monday at work to just like, whoosah.
Busy weekend. A lot of things.
As
It's a
always,
busy
man.
week.
As always.
Docket is full. Many things to talk about. But yeah, fantastic start to the week for me as well. I had also a weekend for on my side. But I'm excited to be here nonetheless.
That's what's up. Should we hit them with the who we are?
Oh yeah, I think we should. I think we should. If, Well, if this is your first time here, welcome to Aptos After Dark, where we discuss everything going on Aptos over the past week, every single week, with awesome people occasionally joining us each and every week. Hosted by myself, Atreyu, and Sneezy. Welcome.
Thank you very much. What a fantastic intro. And I'll hit him with a disclaimer. None of this is financial advice. This is a show based around us talking about a bunch of stuff we're interested in and that's going on in the ecosystem with a bunch of people who are also interested. If you are curious about anything we're talking about, do your own research, get a Petra wallet, and get involved.
Hell yeah. Sounding buttery smooth. And I guess we'll just kick it off really quick as well. If first time here as well, we do record and share everything over the YouTubes. You can find us at Aptos After Dark on YouTube. Please like and subscribe. If you want to throw a comment, that's always appreciated as well. But again, all over the past few weeks, this is episode 13, have been posted on YouTube as well. If you're curious about how much madness is going on in Aptos every single week, just give those a listen and you'll find out quickly. So yeah, excited to jump
That,
in.
that's a fair point because we very often have enough time to circle back to stuff we've talked about, unless it's becoming part, like unless it has another update. But like, important to go back and check back with what's going on. I can't wait till we start doing recap episodes, actually.
Yeah, that's actually it's a good point. I mean, we normally, as you said, don't even have enough time to talk about the things that are on the docket, let
Yeah, like
alone
that's
the
going on
previous,
this week alone.
just the past 7 days. Yeah. So I'm excited. I'm excited for us to do some recaps. I think that's something maybe whether it's on Spaces or YouTube or wherever it may be, but we're doing some stuff where we get to look back and just celebrate the progress of Aptos, where we are after dark, all the things, dude. There's so much to celebrate. So either way, episode 13, I'm excited for us to be in it. I'm excited for what we're about to jump into because I know there's a lot of awesome stuff for us to be talking about. A lot of things that are hype in the ecosystem, to say the least.
Okay, I'm going. First one I want to post up top is Oxhammed, Oxhammed, his monthly recap of Aptos.
Oh, yes, let's do it.
I
You
got it.
pinning it?
I got it
Okay, yes, nice.
on the game tonight. Let's go.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah,
TM
he
and everyone
got
just hanging out. Let's go.
205,000 new users in April.
Keep it going. Keep it going. 205.
234K, 234K daily transactions. I think I did the math. That works out to like 166 transactions a second throughout all of April.
Look at you.
Look at me, right?
That is impressive.
What
Let's
else we got? Top sections by traffic. Dex was 39%, Bridge and DeFi were 32 and 11% respectively. And top projects for new users onboarding was Layer Zero Labs, Quantum Network, and Amnes Finance.
dude, huge uh month for the ecosystem. I mean, these are just awesome numbers. 7.3 total, 7.3 million total transactions. Like that's awesome to see.
307K active users, 205 new users. I'm sorry, the 205K, like it's always the new users that is super bullish for me.
Yep, yep. I mean, April was a solid, very solid month. I mean, and I'll just continue pinning our
Let's
other,
go.
of
Christina
course,
Tinto with the
Christina
weekly
Tinto,
updates. Let's go.
just giving us the weeklies. I mean, April was just incredible, and starting off basically the beginning of May looking real strong. So, 10.9 million transactions over the past 7 days, 291,000 active users with 110,000 new users, 24 new contracts deployed, and over 20,000 NFT sales. Every single one of these charts is up and to the right. So, the only chart we want to see down and to the right is pretty much the latency chart, which is absolutely crushing right now. So,
Yo, do we pin that up? That's pretty epic. Like sub-second finality. Get out of here.
yeah,
Get out of
sub-second
here.
finality. I mean, all other
They
numbers up
told
and to
us
the
it was gonna
right,
get faster. They told us it was gonna get faster.
they got faster. I mean, we can get to that, but I mean, just to say, like, all these graphs looking great, everything's looking fantastic, numbers growing, all things just bullish. I don't know. It's just a lot of positive sign from the ecosystem. There was a bit of a downtick. I'm now seeing a little bit for the active users, but I mean, honestly though, still really strong numbers across the board. Like generally speaking, it's freaking amazing. Week over week, it's just like always incredible to see what we're doing within the ecosystem.
It feels like, baby.
Whew, we're cooking.
Let's go. Let's go.
Ecosystem just always. I love starting off these spaces with these numbers every week. It is such a fun way to start.
I couldn't agree with you more. I'm gonna pin this one to the top.
Do it up. Okay.
And sub-second latency.
This is the only graph we want to see go down and to the right, ladies and gentlemen. And boy, is it going down and to the right.
So down into the right. I love it.
This is so bullish on it going down and to the right.
It's just, this is what we always talk about, is just like how it's constantly being upgraded upon and how it's already a more viable use case for like gaming and for DeFi. And it's just getting faster and more viable.
I'm not gonna lie. Also, this graphic, just the fact that they just did the subtlety of putting arrows to where there was improvements. If you're listening in on this, there's a graphic of a chart that's kind of side scrolling and then it just starts a downtick to the right with multiple different events that occurred that were SDK changes, node improvements, core consensus improvements, etc. There was 4 different events that occurred, and just you can just see the impact of these events that are occurring. It is awesome to just see the team and what they're doing, and like I'm assuming this is the desired outcome as well. So yeah, like making impactful changes that are very clearly happening.
And the rate at which it happens.
Also true, right?
Like it's getting
Also
shipped.
so
It's getting,
true.
like if you look at that graph, like it's getting shipped, it's getting built on, it's getting shipped again, and then getting built on, and then getting shipped again. Like they
This
circle.
is
It
all in
comes
the
back
month
to
of
full
April.
node. Yeah, it comes back to full node improvements. It started and finished with full node improvements, but then there was the building on top of that through it.
Dude, that's all I'm gonna say. Bullish.
It's just how Aptos builds.
Yep.
I
Like
can't say enough good things about the people building on this chain.
April was a great month, and so excited for everyone in the Aptos team. Just what they're doing is, yeah, incredible. Publicly too, in some sense, right? Like sharing. They if anyone wants to contribute, or share opinions, there's an open repo that you can share and discuss, and the AIPs are. It's like really awesome. So honestly, shout out, shout out to the Aptos team, just crushing it.
Oh, and then you've got Greg and David working on making all the docs, updating all the docs, making sure everything's a seamless process for devs coming into the ecosystem.
Yep.
Which again is over my head, and I don't play around with that stuff. I just know that's what they're doing.
And the one theme that we continue to hear from everyone that does transfer over into the ecosystem is like they're appreciative of the work that's happening, and it's amazing to build within Move and on like Aptos in general.
You love to see it.
Love to see it. Okay, let's go. Graphs, ecosystem, speed, sub-second latency. I don't know when that first happened. Did you like? I noticed immediately. Actually, did you like? It was kind of crazy how fast that was. I don't know if it was the same reaction for you, but I was like, "Oh snap!" And I think literally Brent responded like, "Actually, your Wi-Fi is kind of slow, dude." Because I posted like 1.4 seconds, and he posted that a screenshot following me right after. It was like zero point 0.9. I'm like, "No way! What?" 0.94, I think it was exactly. It was just like, yeah. So
Like,
it was, yeah. I don't know. I noticed it even with that. So did you have a similar reaction where you noticed like almost immediately?
yeah, at this point, I just kind of silly giggle when I see it. Like when I finish the transaction and it comes up with the speed, I just got like that shit-eating grin on my face and like giggle a little bit. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
it's like, and that's the thing is like it is a difference, and it sounds silly talking about a difference from like between 2 seconds and 1.5 seconds to 1 second finality. But yeah, that's wild.
I mean,
That's
it
but
goes
that's
back.
what
It
future. But like
goes.
that's
Yeah.
what we need. Like, and
Yeah, dude.
it
I was
comes
about.
back
I
with
was
the
about to.
gaming and the DeFi and like for it to handle the use cases that I think people are already starting to put those kinds of plans into action where they're going to be stress testing the chain in that way.
Yep. No, you're spot on. You're spot on. I mean, this is what we need. That's here. It's being built right in front of us. People are recognizing it and adopting, and I think we're all going to benefit as end users in the future, without a doubt. So it's it's true. I was going to circle it back, and you already knew where I was going, and you brought it back anyway. It's exactly what we need. And honestly, just the finality, like bringing it back within a second, that's insane. Just yeah.
Well, when you look at some of like what Link is doing with some of the games that they're already putting on chain,
Yep.
like it's just going to be able to push the boundaries of that type of gaming, like where everything in game is on chain.
Like yes,
Where to the
yes,
point where like that's only possible on Aptos.
yeah, and the UX won't be hindered at all, which has always been pretty much, I think, the well, not all like the core thing, but one of the main reasons of building on-chain games is, people maybe resist that a little bit just because it breaks up the user experience of it, as you have to wait for something to happen. And when you're interrupting someone's flow of whatever they're enjoying and doing with like basically some form of a transaction event, it,
Yep.
it really does interrupt your experience. So we're no longer in the era of seconds. We're in the era of sub-second. Um, and I think that makes gaming so much more like appealing.
I just yeah. If you were looking at where to build your game or what blockchain to integrate into a game you were already building, I mean, just got to be Aptos.
Facts.
And I think that's what Link's out there doing. I think they're out there trying to capture that exact audience.
Mm-hmm. Yep, without a doubt. I mean, spreading the word, making sure people recognize the reality of where it is today, what's possible, and because I would imagine most aren't aware of where we are today, especially within the Aptos or in any of the ecosystems with gaming on like on chain. Basically, it's come like we're within the month of April alone. We kind of see it right with that recent chart we just shared with the latency. We've cut it from a little over a second and a half, or almost two, just shy of 2 seconds, to literally in half to one or less. So I don't know. There's just a lot of improvements happening very fast. So having Link out there sharing and letting people know about it is, I think, critical. So it's awesome to see. It's It's awesome to see. So excited for gaming and more adoption of that within the ecosystem.
Outside of the DeFi and then you gotta like, okay, we're talking about ecosystem updates before we start jumping into everything else.
Okay.
We should talk about Aptos Ascend before we get into like the nitty gritty. I
Let's
don't
do
know
it.
if you got a chance to listen back to that space.
I got bits and pieces of it. I did.
I didn't understand it as well as I thought I did, but I learned a lot from that space. Not enough that I'm comfortable speaking on it as like you should listen to what I'm saying, but like my takeaways were not its own subchain, but essentially a way for TradFi to interact on Aptos. There'll be a way where to interact with Ascend, you would have to be KYC to allow TradFi to comply with the regulations they need to be able to integrate into Aptos. Was like
Yep.
my explain like I'm five takeaway.
Yeah, and you know what? I just posted a video that was just posted from Aptos Labs literally 20 minutes ago, and I think it's really going to hit in more detail of exactly what's going on here. But I'm just going to read the tweet really quickly at the very description of it. But Aptos Ascend is here to unlock the potential of institutions and enterprises, making it easier than ever to bring them on chain and redefine modern open finance. So I think there's a video there. It's probably Mo's gonna jump into a bit more detail within token 2049 Dubai, probably with a bit more information there. But yeah, I think my general takeaway was real world assets, right? And potentially, I guess, and making that easier and more, I guess you could say, accessible through the enterprise lens, where right now KYC is not something that is required across dApps and DeFi, generally speaking. And I think that's not the case when it comes to enterprise grade TradFi. So I think that's maybe my takeaway is a little bit kind of similar to what you said, right? Like it's moving in that direction where everything's on the same playing field, or everyone when it comes to a certain requirements, I guess. So I'm curious to watch that just as much as everyone else is, but I think that was kind of my takeaway a little bit, really around the KYC, AML, and making sure that the requirements that are needed for enterprise grade software and trade like TradFi is approachable and built accordingly within the ecosystem.
My overarching takeaway was, to me, it's much like ETFs. I'm very, very bullish on it, but it doesn't really affect the part of DeFi and Web3 that I use. But super bullish on it from like the onboarding factor and bringing traditional finance into this domain.
Yeah, I am. Yeah, maybe I'm gonna end up re-listening to the entire Spaces and probably this YouTube video again, just to re-ground in what's possible or what's potentially coming here. But I'm excited either way. It's bring anytime we're trying to make it easier for enterprise to get in on chain and what they want to build, in a way that can help even more people. I think that's ultimately like that's a win. And it sounds like it's going to be separate in some sense to what we have kind of on, I don't know if I'm going to say the right thing here, like on mainnet, but like separate in some sense. Yeah. Anyway, listen in, listen into
I
the
digress.
Spaces.
Listen to Mo
Listen
talk about
to
it because
yeah,
he knows way more about it than we do. And again,
exactly.
all these will be, I'll make a tweet at the end of the space and have everything pinned in one place. If you are listening back, you can go back and see what we're talking about.
And we'll have maybe a chapter in the YouTube for you to click in and get to quickly on, if you want to hear us ramble about this and how much we know about Aptos Ascend.
Yeah, I know I'm bullish on it.
I'm bullish on it too.
I know that
Yeah,
it's
and
bringing traditional finance. It's giving them a much easier way to interact with Aptos.
exactly. That's a win. That's the takeaway.
That's the win. How we'll interact with that, or whether that's even targeted at us, we will find out more and get back to you.
Yes, exactly. I mean, speaking of like growing apps and DeFi. Do we want to jump into Coney Labs and what they recently did? Um, they had a YouTube episode.
Oh, heck yeah, definitely, because that is more video content that people should be taking in.
All right, pin that one to the top as well.
Alex is a super duper smart dude, and this is
Yeah.
a good sit down interview with him talking about Aconia and building on Aptos.
Talking about it, their origin stories, all the things and what they plan on doing. It's really cool, honestly. Great video. And yeah, he's wicked, like super smart. Alex is, I almost said wicked there. My Boston almost came out, but he's
Wicked smart.
yeah, he's definitely smart. So another good watch, good catch up if you haven't seen it. All things move. Awesome to see.
So that was a good one to pin up top for sure.
What else
I
we
love
got
to
in DeFi?
see it.
I know we got a bunch of stuff in DeFi to talk about actually today, to be honest with you.
Bunch of stuff. Harborgate launched their first test token today.
Ooh, Harborgate. Yes. Yes, they did. Yes, they did.
I'm
Did you get a
very
chance to mess
excited about
around?
that. I did get a chance to mess around with it. Very
Yes.
easy.
Super easy to use.
And like I do like that it is gonna hopefully be a little bit more vetted projects that will be launching there.
Yeah,
Not
I
that
mean,
there's anything against
honestly,
just anybody dropping a token. I believe in open web. I just mean from an investor standpoint. Sometimes it's nice to have some of the we talk about do your own research. Sometimes it's nice to know that someone is pre-vetting things, taking a
helping
little
on the
bit of your
research.
homework. Yeah, taking a little bit of your homework out of it.
Yeah, honestly though, the using the app, if you haven't had a chance just yet, you can, load up your Petra wallet, go and plug in to Harborgate. It's literally harborgate.io on Petra. It'll be super, it was like incredibly smooth to do this entire flow, especially on mobile as well. I tested mobile first. Actually, you know what? I'm going to try and test desktop probably after our spaces here, but it was really easy to do. I gave them shout out. In, in what they're building, and I'm excited. I was confused initially about it being on. I didn't realize it. I guess it was mainnet, and I didn't read this tweet beforehand. So you guys are ahead of me. I just jumped into Harborgate knowing it was launching today. I didn't see this tweet where it was like max 0.01 Aptos, and I literally just was like, wait, I can't do one, but I can't do zero. What can I? And I was like, and I just so
Oh no, you had to trial and error it the whole way.
And I think there was a max button, so that ended up just being the simple answer there. But I initially just plugged in one just to see if I could do it, and it gave me like you cannot go. It gave me an error message. I'm like, okay, cool, nice. Tried like zero. It's like must be greater than zero. I'm like, okay, cool. I'm definitely messing up here. And then there I found there was a max button. But either way, it was smooth. Transactions easy. Everything about it super cool. A lot of information as well. Um, on the application. That was easy to make me feel like I was educated on what I was getting into. It was great, honestly.
And I did the same thing, but I was doing it kind of like what you do, trying to test it. I wanted to see if it would let me do other things, but it wouldn't.
Yeah, they locked it down pretty good. They locked it down pretty good,
And that's
and it's
and
it's
like you
pretty cool
said,
to see.
it's all very easily explained what you can partake in, what you can't.
Yep. Yeah, and it was also well articulated still as part of the ecosystem within Aptos monkeys. So kudos to those guys and still like keeping the flow and everything like cohesive. But the last thing I kind of was saying was, it's like, dude, they just this like just went live, no? And they already had 1,000 unique addresses like come out and start testing this. So like that's awesome, honestly, right? No? Did anyone else
Oh,
get to test this today?
I think that was like an hour afterwards.
That's incredible. Like seriously incredible. Yeah, super cool. Like
Oh yeah, no man, the monkeys are active.
just like one hour later, 1,000 addresses. Just yeah, I don't know. Pretty great to see. Harborgate, harborgate.io. Check it out. And what's yeah, I mean, like they literally cap you, so you can't even do anything else. It's like you can only add 0.01 app. That's it for 20 when FUD, which is classic. I think you
But
only if you're
with
if you're listening back to this, you probably won't be able to participate because it's only for 48 hours from today. But yeah, because I don't think this video will be posted within 48 hours. Maybe, but unlikely. You never know.
either way,
But
I should give a little background as to what the token is that we're talking about. So Harborgate was formerly Echo from the Aptos monkeys, which was their staking platform, and now it's renamed to Harborgate, and they are starting with a token deployer, and that's what we were talking about with WenFUD. That is the first test token to go live on Harborgate. If I'm not mistaken, all of the Aptos is being refunded, and there's going to be rewards for people that took part in it. But yeah, that's why we're excited. There was a lot of activity and a lot of success with the first test mint, which is bullish.
yeah, thank you for the context. Actually, that's awesome. I mean, we're on the token route here, and we're on DeFi. So I just pinned something to the top for Shrimp.
No,
See
they're in
Shrimp
the
hang.
house.
I see Shrimp hanging out down there, so we got to give them a shout out as well. Like they just burnt another 300,450 shrimp for an approximate value of $16,647 for a total burned amount of 790,650 shrimp, totaling approximately 44,000. Like crazy numbers that's going on right now, and it's awesome to see the burn happening.
All I have to say is eggs, eggs, eggs. Fishers laying eggs.
Oh my gosh. Paying the electricity bill.
Oh, no, I didn't adhere to the advice, and I got a couple too many beers in me and forgot to do it on Saturday, so I got started back on Sunday mornings. Now I'm on a stupid morning schedule, half a day behind everybody.
Oh my gosh.
Rookie mistake.
Rookie mistake. It's okay. There'll be many. There'll be opportunities. Rookie mistake.
Happens to the best of us, man. No
Oh my
shoes were
gosh.
damaged no shoes were damaged in my evening though.
Okay, well that's a win. That's a win. Did I mean, do we want to mention anything about GUI really quick or GUI, as some may say?
Ooh, okay. I thought okay. I want to touch on this maybe later in the space when we have more people up here.
Okay.
But they
Okay.
partnered with Love AI, which is an AI companionship slash dating app.
Nice.
I'm
Okay.
curious how I don't know a whole lot about it. I'm excited to see how the Gwei partnership ties into it, but I'm also interested to see how they're going to use AI training to try and matchmake for you.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I'm not
Is
gonna
it?
lie. This one was a curveball for me. I don't know
Bro,
how, but I love it. I love that Love AI and GUI or GUI is happening.
no, I've talked to the dude in one of the monkey spaces. Like they are a completely legit, like, well, I say completely legit. It's completely legit as I can gauge from having conversations with them. Legitimate team, and yeah, like I said, I'm interested to see because that's their plan is like open world across Web3 is just try and connect you with friends and romantic people based off of your training of the AI.
I love it. I mean, hey, I think it's a strong use case. There's a lot of I think value in many different ways on the concept, and I but again, I think if you asked me 100 times that this was coming, I would have never guessed this. So I love the curveballs, and and how it's gonna connect in between. I'm super curious to see. I mean, the tech is cool, AI is cool, and the use case of a companion slash like vetting AI for you in some sense to is really cool,
No,
but definitely
my
different.
initial like when I was in the space with them, my initial reaction was basically the same thing. It took me a while to like listen and like get over the like the initial of like, okay, it's AI, like yeah.
Yeah,
But then when they start talking about it, you're like, oh, okay, I see what your goal is with it.
yeah. Either way, bullish
But it was
on
hard. It's to like giggle.
yeah, it's a giggle. It's definitely yeah, exactly. Exactly. I mean, we can talk on it really quick just because it's GUI. We did talk about gaming a little bit. Do you want to talk about Arena and what they're doing there, or is it still too early? We want to
No, we can,
pause it.
dude.
Yeah,
There's a lot of gaming. Do you want to get into gaming?
I always want to get into gaming.
We can get into gaming.
I kind of want to get into gaming. Yeah, okay, let's do it. Let's get in the game.
Get in the game. Get in there, champ.
Get in there. All right, hit in the first one. Just because this is a good transition, I guess, then because we're talking GUI. They did a partnership with the Arena, play Aptos Arena. Again, if you haven't played
5K
Aptos
up for
Arena,
grabs.
it is very simple browser-based first-person shooter, and they have a 5K airdrop up for grabs with GUI. Heck yes. So please, I mean, CZ, please play more so that we can all earn a little
No,
bit more GUI.
literally. Let me know when you guys want to go in there, and I will just pump. I We're good to go. I'm ready. I'm ready to be fodder for an evening. I don't know if that's
Yeah,
Fisher on the shrimp account, but he's probably down there like, yeah, just let me know when you're playing Sneezy. I'll be in there.
yeah. I mean, he truly is the man, the myth, the legend. What did he say when he came up and talked to us about player Aptos Arena before? It was like 100 kills or something like that. Wasn't it some ridiculous number?
Nonsensical.
Nonsensical. We're like, I got five.
I
Uh,
I was like, there was 3 times that I got 2 kills,
so yeah, if
but I
anyone's
still have a ton of
interested,
fun playing it because it's a fun game.
dude, it is so much fun. So yeah, if anyone does want some GUI, likes first person shooters, has a computer basically, you basically meet the requirements to play this game. It is a browser based game, so any computer can play it. Pretty much. Maybe I'll bite my tongue there and say maybe not every computer, but let's just say most.
Good
Just like
preface. Good preface.
yeah.
I like it.
Um, I mean, yeah, this is definitely one of the more friendly games as far as like which builds can play on the game and stuff like that. So anyway, 5K up for grabs. We'll see you in the arena.
Yo,
I'm
wait.
serious though. We definitely need that Aptos after dark arena like game night or something like that. I don't know how we can do it, but we got to figure it out.
I'm sure we could do it on like. It would be afternoon for us if we set it up for like evening with Fisher, Denoshi. If we did like afternoon into evening, it would be like evening into late night for them.
There we go. Great. We need Fisher a little sleepy so that like he just doesn't like destroy us, you know? So that's like a good time. Maybe we can push it to like 11 or 12 for their time, like almost midnight, you know?
Just just late enough
Just
that he still has to
just
come.
just late enough where he's like getting tired, but he's like willing to still try and he'll still dominate and at least maybe we'll get a few kills.
Yeah, which brings me to
Oh yeah.
Convival. I think
Oh
this
yeah.
has everybody on Aptos a little bit excited.
Oh my gosh, yes. Definitely excited about this one. This is they're like bringing like AAA quality um to their they did like a little demo video there. They have a bunch of stuff going on right now, honestly.
Yeah,
What
they
do you want to
have
talk about first? Yeah, I'm gonna pin the demo video to the top because you did Pin the first one.
What I pinned.
Well, right now they're.
This is the one with the gameplay.
Yeah, and right now they just on Wobble. They have now. What is it? They got like their.
Oh, the edition mint. I think they minted out to 10,000.
Oh, did they? Oh, geez. Okay, well, in that case, I mean, yeah, they had a free pass that went live, and it was a 10K supply for free, and yeah, it was on one per wallet. Yeah, exactly. So I definitely grabbed mine. I'm not sure if they minted out or not, but either way, they got really the gameplay looks incredible. They did a free basically NFT mint, which is really cool. And I mean, they were talking about leaking it a little bit with the mystery box, you know. So it was cool to see the mystery box and what's coming out, and the gameplay is, yeah, looking pretty darn like this is slightly different.
This is, dude. When we talk about gaming, and I'm like, something needs to come on like a good level. Like this will get me playing.
This you're gonna okay. You heard it here.
Oh yeah, no, I'm coming for all of you.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
this is up my alley.
Okay.
You're telling me this is on chain? Let's go.
I'm curious who else is
we may
like
have to postpone Aptos After Dark indefinitely.
just gonna be catching sneezy playing Convival. Yeah, Convival.
That's the problem. That is the problem with me in gaming, though, man. Like if I find a game that I get into, I get lost.
I think you and we're gonna have to team up in this one. Let's see if we can. I'm excited for some gameplay, more gameplay. I mean, if this is early gameplay and they're already showing this is like the first thing we're seeing. It's like, wow, okay. I'm excited to see what they release and how we can jump in and test it out and stuff like that. Really cool.
Very much so. I'm glad I got the pass.
I am definitely glad I got a pass as well. I hope everyone else got their chance to grab a pass. Yeah, man. So much good stuff. I mean, we can. I mean, I'm Mr. I don't know if we want to jump to Mr. Mud and Undying City.
I'll let it rip.
Let it rip? Okay, let's do it. Undying City is now live. They have their mint open from the 8th. Well, it's not open right now, but it's or it is open. It's open right now and it ends on the 8th. I'm sorry, at 10 p.m. UTC +8, and it's new equipment. And the equipment's freaking cool, honestly. As always, these guys crush it with the art. So you can go and take a peek. They had some pretty big updates last week, so now they're pushing out with the updated new mint. You can check it out, Undying City, at Zababa labs.com/mint.
I think.
Zababa.
I don't know.
I'm not sure. Either way.
Mud will be here later and he'll tell us.
Yeah, exactly. We can ask when he jumps up at like 5 minutes left until the show's over.
Yeah, consistent though.
He is consistent. Oh, okay. There you go. Nice. And you put the Wapala mid link up for Convival.
Yes.
Oh, they did mint out. Wow. Okay. You were right. Dang.
Did they? Wow, that was useless to pin up top.
No. It was good. It's good. It's we pinned it to the top. It feels bad, but anyway, successful mints regardless. I went and got some Undying City equipment. I got some of the new equipment. I also sniped a little bit off the floor there for the other art or equipment that's in this tweet there. I don't exactly know the titles of the gear types, but went to grab some of those. I know you and A person are collecting them all right now. And I'm like, geez, I don't have these. So I went and tried to grab a few of those off the floor as well. So slowly collecting for sure. But yeah, great mints for the gaming teams for sure. And still going for Undying City.
Heck yeah. Not the more games that are coming, the better. You've got Aptos Roll coming this month too. I'm trying to bring. I don't know why it's not letting me bring these up. I'm trying to bring them up from the other account.
Which one are you talking about?
I'm trying to bring these up because we're talking about successful mints.
Oh yeah. Well, of course we got it. Aliens. Can't wait to we give a little celebration for the homie. I know. You know, do we want to talk about something that? Yeah, let's keep it on successful mints. Let's be positive here. I know we could have pivoted into something else that may have been on the docket, but
You know what? That may still come up.
Okay.
I'm not putting a pin in that yet. You saw
Okay, yeah.
you
I
saw the
mean,
note beside it.
oh,
Yeah, I want to know. I want to
I
know.
did.
Oh,
We're
good.
gonna we're
We're
yeah,
staying
well,
positive.
we're staying positive and keeping on successful bids. So, Bees, what up, dude? Congratulations, Aliens. Let's freaking go.
Hey, I appreciate you, fellas. I was just, coming in to support you guys tonight on Aptos After Dark. Come to show the love.
Oh, heck yeah. Talking about games, Aptos Rolls coming. I know you've got the arcade coming.
Yeah,
Dude,
man. I mean, I'm excited for the arcade to launch. I mean, I'm not gonna lie and say it's right around the corner. I mean, they're still developing it, still testing everything because you got to be extra safe on the blockchain. You got to make sure that there's no exploits that somebody can take and take the whole treasury in one swing. You know what I mean? So you got to really make sure it's safe with stuff like this. But it's gonna be a lot of fun when everything starts to roll out. We're gonna keep everybody updated along the way. But we got a few cool things coming up in between now and then. So I'm excited for that. Like maybe some airdrops or something, but it's just a little alpha here.
yeah. Honestly, though, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, you guys crushed it. The mint went seemed like without a hitch, went smooth. I grabbed a few of my own Aliens, and the minting experience seemed all good. I mean, honestly, you guys, um, yeah, like huge shout out. Honestly, you guys have a pretty great first day.
Thank you, I appreciate it. So I mean, we did lose a few soldiers in the invasion. I will say that we did lose a good few of them. We had 4,444. They few of them passed in the invasion, but we got 3,000 through. You know what I'm saying? So that's all that matters. We still got a good army behind us. So somebody earlier was like, you can't say sold out if you had to cut the supply or something. I was like, well, with what everything was going on with Aptos, we just made the pivot. We just wanted to make sure that everybody believed in what was going on and. It doesn't matter to me that we had to cut it. We're still going to keep rolling with what we got. And it doesn't change anything for us. So, we're just going to keep going. And technically, it makes each NFT a little bit more rare. So let's go. I mean, RIP to the past aliens, that got lost in the invasion, but it's okay. All the one of ones made it out. So we're good to go.
That's actually I was about to ask if there was any, like PFBs or any ripped soldiers, I guess you could say, that you're just like, dang, I really wish that one made it into the collection or something like that.
Well, Well, to guarantee that it was completely fair for everybody minting, me and King had absolutely no clue what NFTs were what. We generated it. I looked over it once. There's no way you could memorize 4,444 NFTs. And I didn't even scroll far enough to see any of the one of ones in the collection. I just checked over like the first like thousand or so. But the way we minted was so even if you were the first person that minted, you got a random number like you could have got 3,000 if you were the first person that minted. So there was no way, and it was actually crazy. There was one of one left within the last 100 mints, and what Paul was like, there's no way we can guarantee that one of one will make it through, and somehow some way it randomly got selected out of all those NFTs and it made it. It was like it was meant to be, so everything went awesome.
Oh, dude, that's awesome. It was meant to be for sure. You're like sweating a little bit, like, no.
Yeah, because
No, that's
everybody was asking us, and I was like, guys, I really don't know where it is. I can't say if we're gonna get it or not. And then a whale actually minted it, which was awesome. They were like, guys, I just pulled the one of one. I was like, let's go.
that is awesome. That's so hype. Holy good stuff. Good stuff, Nees.
Everybody was a little confused what I mean by one of one, so I'll clarify that right now. One of ones are for us are like something that has traits that are completely different from the rest of the collection. So there's only 7 of them. So when I put out that tweet earlier of the bounties for the one of ones, we're sending those out to like the 7 owners of the different one of ones. It just kind of makes it more fun when you're minting when you hit a one of one and you get a little reward for it. So we sent out some cool NFTs like Creatus, Ice Blues, Aptos, you know, a lion, you know, a few NFTs, GUI lion, stuff like that. Some GUI, regular Aptos we sent out. So we made it a little fun to pull the one of one. So that's what that was about for anybody that was confused. And I feel bad because there were a few people that were confused about it, and I had to break their heart and be like, no, you don't get any of these NFTs, and I felt really bad, but there was just a little confusion around it.
Makes sense. Makes sense. But thanks for clarifying. And yeah, again, congrats to you guys, and excited to see. Yeah, we know you got a lot of stuff cooking. So as it gets closer and what you got cooking in between, we're excited to be talking about it. So like, yeah, shout out to you, Aliens, the invasion. It was awesome for me, at least.
Awesome. I'm glad you feel that way, and I appreciate you fellas. And you know, I'm always going to be supporting what either one of y'all do.
No, appreciate you, man. You know what? I'm just glad to see another mint that was able to sustain a mint price and see success. To me, that's a bullish sign. I know you made some changes to the mint. I think you still would have been able to mint had you stuck with it, but I completely get that's the thing. You didn't need to prolong it. You guys had what you needed to make what you want to do feasible, adapted, moved on. I just don't look at it as an L. I think that was just a smart play by you guys, but I still think you would have been successful regardless. In a traditional mint out, if someone's giving you flack about saying you didn't mint out.
Yeah, I mean, and to be honest, it's a big success either way for iAliens. So I'm just really happy either way. People can call it what they want. I mean, I'm happy with whatever they want to call it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna try to hush anybody up or be like, no, you're wrong. But because you know, at the end of the day, I mean, if you feel a certain way, then you feel that way, and I'm gonna support you. But you know, I'm not here to create no fuss or fight or nothing. I'm just here to build on Aptos for everybody. Of course, I'm gonna put my aliens holders first, but I'm gonna build for everybody else as well.
Oh, that's what's up.
And when I say
That's what's
me,
up.
I mean aliens and all the awesome people actually doing all the badass hard work behind the scenes that you don't hear speaking. They're the ones really getting things done. So shout out to them.
Oh, the unsung heroes.
Facts, facts, facts. I mean, yeah, it's easy. Where do you want to take it from here?
Oh, and by the way, I bought that gaming pass that you guys were talking about. That was a free mint. I saw it on the secondary, and I was like, you know what? They're talking about it. Looks cool. I'm about to get it. I saw a little preview. I was like, yeah, I'm buying that thing.
Nice, nice. Let's go. We'll see you out there, um, in the battlefields, whether it's the arena or within Convival. Which, again, I feel like I'm butchering that name. I have no idea, but I'm sorry if I am.
Oh, what's new? We say everything wrong in this space.
It's literally true. You, gosh. Oh boy. All right. Well, that I mean,
Okay,
hype
hold on.
mints.
I got I got a
Okay.
plan here.
Okay.
I
All
wanna I
right.
wanna touch on Kareta's mint because Kareta was a pixel NFT project that also has plans to for games. They're a team of 2 artists that are also the artists slash devs. They had a paid mint on Sunday. I believe it was, what was it? 1 Aptos and then 2.2, or was it 2 and then 2.2? But they also decided to adapt their mint and shorten it.
Yeah, I've
Yeah.
been meaning to snag one of those. Honestly, sorry to betray you.
No worries. No worries at all. Honestly, their art is awesome. Also, like obviously pixel art, Denotiate, I vibe with that big time. So yeah, it's um, the pivots are required occasionally, right? I pinned it to the top. Their tweet about it. Um, and honestly, we should pin to the top also um their their early little sneak peeks here of some of their game
Oh,
footage.
for their
It's really cool to
games.
see. Yeah. So we can include that as well. Like honestly, they're out there building already. So it's really great to see. And yeah, I mean, grabbed a
Don't
few of
mind the
those.
pivot. I don't mind the pivot.
Nope.
Which brings me, and this is why I wanted to touch on Kareta, but Denoshi's up here. And I wanted to see if I could pry a little bit of alpha from him out of Pixel Bits, which is coming. I think we saw a date. June 7th?
Uh-oh. Tenoshi?
Yeah. So Wave 1 is coming June 7th. I'm calling it Wave 1 because it's such a high collection and it is a paid mint. So, like, I don't know, where it's going to go. But I'm like, what you guys are saying, like, I don't know. I'm excited because, like, I really don't know how it's going to go. But I do believe it'll take some time to fully mint out. But I also think like it's a whole different way to look at mints where it's like organically over time, Aptos is in a good position to grow through this bull market. And so it's like people will continuously come in and they're like, oh, I like this art. I like this project. I like, the people, founder, whatever community. I'm going to buy one. Oh, I can mint one still. It's like, I like that idea. But nothing wrong with a pivot. I like the pivots. But yeah, Wave 1, June 7th.
Yep, let's go. I think that's kind of cool that there is, if you're kind of expecting it to be a prolonged mint and something that's kind of there for people to come and be onboarded and have that be an NFT that they get that kind of onboards them into an Aptos OG community. I definitely vibe with that. And I think it's interesting.
Yeah. And then,
No, go ahead.
go
No,
ahead.
go ahead.
Sorry. No, go ahead.
Go.
I was just gonna say, so and then obviously, it's behind Eon Labs, so it's anything we do for Maverick or so like Sparks, our platform we're building, there will be like little perks for Mavericks and Pixel Bits holders, and so it's a part of all of that. We're gonna have a toy machine out for it, and anything else we continue to build out and whatnot will be provided for both communities and everyone else. From what it looks like, what we're building right now. So yeah, dude, I don't know. I'm excited. I'm just excited to continue to be here on Aptos and support everyone and get support and see where this thing is at year 3 and year 4 and year 5 and beyond. So
Oh, absolutely. Hell
Dude,
yeah.
it's literally the truest statement right there, right? Like, I think I listened. I'm sorry, I missed Maz Monday. I apologize, but I did listen to most of the recording, and you said it in that recording, and it's so spot on. Like, Aptos is not even 2 years in age, right? Just see where we're at in the next 2 years, or well, the next year and a half, even.
yeah, it's like the last year and a half we've done so much and we've grown so much, we've seen so much. So it's like what's gonna it's just gonna get exponentially better and better and more builders. And yeah, I'm just excited to be a part of it with everyone and just continue to bring really good things to the space. Like I love the Maverick art, I love the Pixel Bits art, and I don't think that's the end. Obviously we're far away from what's next, but I think we're just gonna continue to bring cool shit to Aptos over and over, year after year. So
Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah, and I think it's gonna be awesome that this summer you and Monkeys are gonna be hitting like the onboarding in 2 different directions. Like you'll have that mint there that they can buy, and from all the alpha that's been teased, the Monkeys are going the opposite way, where they're gonna have like an ultra low cost NFT that will enter people into that ecosystem. But like end of the day, there's going to be 2 major on ramps to 2 very Aptos OG NFT projects throughout the next 6 months run up into whatever's going to happen.
yo, am I missing alpha on the monkeys? Like, what is this? What are we
Oh,
talking
dude,
about? Little ultra
you
low
gotta go
mint
check
price.
in the announcements, man.
Did I got my seeds staked? I got my monkeys
Oh, hell
staked.
yeah.
I do definitely got to go check out the announcements though. But yeah, what is this? Is there alpha? Is it like? Is there anything public? Like,
That's
what's the
I
NFT
really
doing
just
now?
teased everything I know.
Okay. Cool.
I really
Beautiful.
just gave you everything I got.
No, dude, I think it's awesome. Plus, with the Mingos doing their minglets and stuff, dude, this is exactly like it's experiences for people to do things together and bond and have fun together and know that it's a good team behind it. And it's got good people already behind it.
Dude,
Um,
100%.
yeah,
Like
dude, I think you need to hold all of these, like one of
you look at
each.
a
You need at
minglet.
least one of each.
You look at a minglet. Yes, it's going to cost you a little over 2,000 shrimp burn to mint that. But
Unless you
dude,
sleep in one day.
don't even start with me. It's the same price. It's just going to take me longer, which is devastating. But my point is proportionately, like that is still a low entry point into the Mingos ecosystem. Like they're becoming a full-fledged part of the Mingos very attainable
Yeah,
for
and it's
people.
still what, like a fraction of the cost of a
That's what I
Mingo.
mean.
You know
Like
what
I
I
think
mean? So
at
it's like,
current token prices it fluctuates between $125 and $150 versus what's the floor now? Like just over 80?
700,
Yeah,
600, yeah, something like that.
like proportionately a very low entry point proportionately.
Yeah, and that's kind of the goal with Pixel Bits. I don't think the mint price is too high. I don't know if you guys have heard, but it's like 1 to 3 is where we're ranging it. But the goal is just to continue to build and have, you know, room to build and improve everything that we're doing here. So we don't want to be like, you know, we want it to be accessible to everyone. Like you don't want to price people out on a mint, but you also need room to do things and build things and whatnot. So yeah, I think it's gonna be cool.
It's honestly, dude, it's required for those that are trying to actually build and you're not basically a developer. Like that's ultimately what it ends up coming down to. Like if you want to build and your building is not community, or we'll just say you're always building community, that's a requirement. And I think we're all here to build community. But if you want to build software requires additional skills that not everyone has, which kind of come at some form of a price. So, and then if that's the route you want to go, there's different routes that you need to take and et cetera, et cetera. So, it's understandable. It really is. And like, for example, the Kareta team, they are the artists and the developers. So like, that's a special combo of founders that like bring both of those skills that is awesome to see, but not every team has that. That's like, so I don't know. It just gives, that's kind of the position I'm in with Pirates, right? Like I'm not a developer by nature. I work in software or I understand software deeply, but like it doesn't mean I write code. There's a difference, big time. So yeah, shout out to the people that are trying to build and doing the things that are required to build, right? Because that's ultimately what you're doing. So that's awesome. And I think that's what Nee said. He came up and said the same exact thing, right? Like we're just trying to build. That's and I think it's a really good framing for where NFTs are at today. We are trying to build, and that's like on top of what everyone hopes and loves about NFTs, which is community, right? So we're just trying to build more. And I think it's an awesome place to be when it comes to the NFT ecosystem nowadays. Like community plus all this awesome additional things that, people enjoy and appreciate and get value from. So yeah, it's a great time. It's a great time in NFTs right now. So
Beautifully said.
That's why he makes the big bucks.
oh gosh, Neez, you raising your hand.
I know,
Please.
but I'm just kind of changing a little off topic. So we know that boy Pecker down there. Um, Yeah, he made a cool ass little pixel version of an eye alien. So I had a pixel version of the old school eye aliens, the when we started on Ethereum eye aliens, and I sent him one, and he was like, it just needs a little love, and I can make it really badass. And I was like, all right, let's see you do it. And he did it, and he made like a little eye alien dinosaur type thing. So I'll show you. It called the Eye Source. But I pinned it up to the top just to see. But everybody, if you're not following Pecker, go ahead, show him some love. Give him a follow. He's pretty awesome, building cool shit. He's very instant. We were literally just talking about this, I think, like 2 hours ago, maybe, and he already cooked it up and had it done, ready to go for the space. So it's pretty awesome.
Dude, huge shout out to Pegger. Honestly, he's awesome people, and that is so sick.
Guys, did he help out with the pixel bits at all?
No, it was he no
No.
no he has not, but he's amazing. No, it's all early art.
Oh, it's all
He's early.
early.
He doesn't get enough love, but we'll get him in here and eventually one day. He's from New Zealand, dude. He's super
Hell
cool,
yeah.
super badass. Yeah, he did all the UI for the toy machine, all the pixel art for us. Like
Oh, I
he's
see
a
how it
demon.
is. You're hiding him from us.
Dude, he's a hard guy. He's on Drip. It's like some Solana platform for art. So he like posts a lot on Drip. So he's always cooking for them as well.
Oh,
Dude,
I think that's one of the things I get in my Solana wallet.
Yeah. He like works for that
Oh,
company.
that's
So
cool.
he does stuff with them. He works for us. But dude, he works at the drop of like a dime. Like I'll be like, yo, do this, and 30 minutes later it's done, and it's just crazy. I don't know. I feel like I've never worked with people that do their jobs. So now that I have over the last like 3-4 months, I'm like blown away. I'm like, oh my god, he did it. You know. But yeah, dude, it's awesome. It's awesome. It's like people that are passionate and really love the shit they do. It's like you don't have to ask them multiple times; they just do it. So it's beautiful.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. I just pinned at the top
I'm gonna
also.
believe that.
Pecker made something. He's made a few things for the Pirates, but this guy just keeps going. He made a.
No, yeah, he's a demon. I have worked with him. We have like 2 things that we've made, and I'm sure we'll make plenty more. Yeah, Pecker's a fucking legend, but no, not on the Pixel Bit
Okay.
art yet.
I wasn't
But
sure
yeah,
because I had
there we
just
go.
heard you talk that you would collab with him, and I was like, was it on Pixel Bits?
It might be for the minting experience, dude. His work is crazy, and I think if you could do like an animation for a minting experience, it'd be super cool. Yeah, so that's what I'll leave
Oh,
it at.
let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Well, Sneezy, I know we're a bit in here. Do we want to reset the room, give it a little reset, and then jump back into the back half of this docket here?
Go. Let's go.
All right. For everyone that is new and just joining us, welcome. If this is your first time here, welcome to Aptos After Dark, where we discuss everything going on in Aptos over the past week, every single week, joined by amazing, awesome people like Denoshi, Knees, we got Pecker, Brent joining us up here, hosted by myself, Atreyu, and Sneezy.
That is
GM
what's
guys.
up. GM Pecker. I'm gonna hit him
Yo,
with a
thanks
disclaimer
for
real
love.
quick. Oh, let me tell him that it's not financial advice when you talk about how much you love Mavericks, and everybody should go and get a Maverick. I just got to tell them that it's not financial advice and to do their own research. And if they like anything we're saying, that they should definitely get a Petra wallet and they should check out Wapple or Mercado and they should definitely get a Mav or an iAlien or a Monkey or a Minko or any of the other dope NFT projects on Aptos. But yeah, I got to tell them that it's not financial advice.
Yeah, if it's like a recorded space, it's not a financial advice.
There we go. What's up, Pecker? Welcome to the Spaces, man. I'm glad that you're joining us up here on the Spaces. We're giving you some love and the deserved shout outs that you absolutely get.
Yeah, I had to get up and thank you guys for all the shout outs and the love. And yeah, you guys are legends.
You're a legend, honestly. Keep being you, dude. I am so excited for you, Gakokin, and yeah, dude, let's go.
Yeah, I feel like now that he's got the 2 editions under his belt, it's just going to be nonstop cooking.
Oh yeah, for all of
Is he
you
a
who
listener?
gets my editions, that's going to be a free whitelist for the Aptos source. Let's fucking go.
Yo,
There it
let's
is.
go. That's because Mokoff won, right?
Mo Gal.
Yeah. Mo got one. Let's fucking go.
Congrats, dude. That's awesome. Legendary work. I'm gonna find one of your tweets and pin it to the top to make sure we can get it in the roundup or the roll up or whatever we're calling that thing where it happens afterwards, where Sneezy has to work tirelessly for an hour straight to collect all the tweets that we talk about for this period of time. I'm gonna find. If you want to pin one that you like, Pecker, please do. But if not, I'm just gonna take one out of your thread.
Yeah, by all
And
means.
okay, cool. Let's go. Snag.
And also, we're doing like a promo giveaway. I got a giveaway from VJ, and I'm rotating back to the community to the holders of like my 2nd edition. We did like 300 shrimp giveaway on the first one, and yeah, right now we're gonna do 1 million giveaway of FOMO.
Nice, dude. Let's go. What a guy. What a
So,
freaking guy. Well, Sneezy, where do we want to take it from here? Where do we want to take it from here? We got a lot. We still got actually a pretty good amount of stuff, and we don't have that much time. So I'm trying to. What do we want to jump into?
All right, as the guy who takes minutes for the meeting, Sneezy, how's
yeah.
that intro video coming up?
How's that what video coming up?
No, the intro for like Aptos After Dark.
Oh, the intro video.
Oh gosh, he's getting us in the recorded spaces.
Ugh.
All right, we're putting him back
That's
down.
what it's
Pecker's
like.
going back down.
That's what it's like being cornered. No, I do want to work with a couple of my friends that have done some music NFTs and see if one of them wants, or maybe the two of them want to collaborate on it.
That is the alpha for the night. Let's go.
But yeah,
Oh
no,
boy.
it'd be nice to have one that's ours that we could actually play in with the YouTube video.
And potentially the beginning of every space. But we'll see. We're not trying to get carried away here.
Yeah, well, every space that would subsequently be the podcast too and the YouTube.
Just saying.
Yeah, like and subscribe to that shit.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, right. Yeah. We're on YouTube as well. Like and subscribe. All right. Aptos India. Do we want to talk about this really quick and jump into also like I think we're gonna end up jumping a little bit into more. Yeah, let's do this. Do you want to jump into that?
Yeah, are you pinning it or do you want me to get it?
I got it. Got it. So yeah, Aptos India official team just pinned it to the top. They're doing Aptos India's summer Dhamaka. Boy, I'm sorry if I'm butchering that.
Dhamaka?
Uh,
Dhamaka?
Dhamaka.
Now we're just sounding ignorant. Okay, carry on.
The beauty, yeah. So anyway, the beauty of this campaign is everyone's a winner, and they're running it through Galx with a bunch of different rewards, such as cred points. So everyone can get 50 cred points for just participating. If you're creating, you can create an account using their one-way referral code. DeFi app is doing 2,000 DeFi coins and one raffle ticket to all participants. The Renegades and upcoming NFT project and Liquid NFT project is doing 500 Renolist. Pixel Pirates have joined in on this one with 50 OP. Also, OG is the right term, but OP Freemans, which is a little bit of alpha for this space right here, is if you are claiming, oh, we'll get into that. And then Deadheads is getting 10 guaranteed Freemans and 100 first come, first serve mins. So they just put this together, launched it out for a heat wave of happiness with some awesome projects and pretty much guaranteed prizes. So shout out to the Aptos India team, putting something together and bringing communities and upcoming projects to feel included in this space. So it's really, really cool to see. And I'll just say really quick is some alpha in this space for the Pixel Pirates. I know we might talk, to just get to this really quick is Pixel Pirates. You may have seen us sail in the seas of Aptos. OP role is what you commonly are seeing us talking about, and islands being exposed. We released some new islands, and when they were discovered recently by some legendary pirates. We recently got our first original pirate or OP role, and whomever claims OP or original pirate that role will end up getting we'll be able to free mint for free Pixel Pirates. So I think that's kind of the alpha. This hasn't really been said before. Everyone's like trying to chase down, trying to get OP. No one understood why exactly. But OP equals OG, and original pirates will be able to mint the pirates for free. So it does, I think, provide a little bit more of a reason for people to be jumping in. We've seen a lot of people blowing up the Discord. So now I think there might be a little bit more activity, but it's that's the whole reason that everyone, we're trying to action-oriented community. So we're excited to see more people taking action, jumping in, and just wanted to provide a little bit of alpha there on what OP meant.
Let's go. I already wanted OP, but
oh yeah, I know.
OP.
Dude, seeing people grind in the Discord has been really cool to see. Honestly, it's been fun. Literally, someone in there today was like, "I've taken so many different actions. There's still one missing. What do I have to do?" The one that we released recently was just join the voice chat, and he's like, "I found this before you released it publicly," and I was like, "That's impressive because like that's a really random action that needed to be taken." So the treasure map is being revealed slowly, and people are definitely finding the islands before we're releasing them. But yeah, I think the next one that gets released will, I think, crack the case for many that are blocked right now. So stay tuned for that.
Yeah, that's fun as hell.
Oh yeah. So Aptos India Summer, bringing in inclusive to some projects. You basically are guaranteed to win something, and if not, you're at least you have additional opportunities to get on the Renegades, Pirates, and Deadheads. So really, really cool stuff. Shout out to those guys doing that.
Looking forward
Really,
to
really cool.
looking forward to everything on that list. Looking
Right?
forward to spread points. Looking forward to DeFi. Looking forward to Arena List, Pirates, and Deadheads.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm gonna pin. I guess I'll pin. Yeah, I'll just do some. Dang, I'll do some pirate pinning here. Gonna just pin to the recent map to the top there. If anyone isn't aware, we released 2 islands, the morning pirate and yelling OP. So there you go. You can jump in the Discord. That's the most recent one. But that's enough about pirates on my side as far as what's going on. Enough alpha for my side.
What's up, Pecker?
What's going on?
Yo. Hi guys. I just want to share that I've actually made like a generator for generating collection, custom fit for stuff like that you can't make on like the existing generators online, like Launch NFTs. So if you need help with generating your assets, you can reach out to me. I've made one for my dinosaurs because you know how like the bronchosaur would not have the same assets as like the pterodactyl. So yeah, I made a generator that would custom fit that and goes along with like the metadata as an output. So yeah, if you're building something
What?
and you need like a generator, hit me up. Works for gifts too. Like
Bro,
animated shit.
What a
What
legend.
can you
what the hell?
Just subtly talking about a
Like
generator
low
that no one
P.
has. Let's go. Let's go.
Bro.
Yeah,
I
bro. How do you
couldn't
just
Oh
find
drop that
one,
on us?
so couldn't find a generator, so I had to build one.
Let's go. Hell yeah. All right. So if anyone just go and reach out to Pecker if you guys are curious. You'll have one of your tweets in the roll up or roundup if anyone wants to find you. Jeez.
wow.
Very cool. That is alpha. Dang.
That's your alpha for the night.
That's freaking awesome. Dang.
Yeah, we
Wow.
have to push the limits, man. Like we have to find new things to explore. Can't stay stagnant.
Love
That's
that.
amazing. I love it.
I freaking yeah, dude. That is awesome. Good stuff. Good stuff.
Like I have all this art. I need to be able to generate it properly. Oh, fuck, I'll do it myself. Yeah, that
Yeah, I
is
All
know
right.
no,
everyone's
sorry,
busy.
like I'm still trying to wrap my head around it. Like that's wicked.
Like I know like some other people can do that for us. Like a lot of like the devs and Aptos could definitely do that, but they have their shit like full right now. Everybody's just doing something, and yeah, it's,
No, that's awesome, bro.
Yeah, that is awesome. Thanks you, dude. What up? That is amazing. All right.
Yo, sorry, I'm shook. That's wild.
That is
Just
I
casually,
actually made a
Pecker
tweet about
coming
it.
up.
yeah, you should tweet about it, honestly.
You
Did you
should
make
have
a
No,
tweet?
tweeted
I,
about it.
I did made a tweet about it. I was working on the weekend. Let me just grab that post.
Yeah, pin it to the top, please. We uh we pinned something that is not related to that.
Wild night.
Yeah, Wild Night. Okay. Well, I mean, as he's grabbing that, we have a few more things to be going through. What do you think? We pivot into maybe superposition?
Ooh, with their bug bounty.
Yeah.
That's way above my pay grade, but they have a bug bounty on.
Do we have a something we can pin to the top on that one?
I think so. Hold on a sec.
Definitely a big fan of when we're seeing stuff like that. Like really shows projects being serious about trying to fix their platforms and reward those that are willing to share that there is a problem. Because that's actually kind of a problem with software development, right? Like you know there's issues, but you just can't cover everything, believe it or not, right? So having them be open about this and then also not just open, but like legitimately like a bounty out for that is very, very cool. So they're launching a bug bounty program with hack and proof, inviting hackers to basically dive into their app and yeah, find vulnerabilities. So like you can earn some serious cash monies here with upwards of 20K. Like that's amazing, honestly, to see. Provides, I think, for me, a lot of confidence in any any app that really does anything like this. I don't know about you, Sneezy, but that's how I usually take something like this when I see bug bounties and like kind of some serious money like that behind it too.
I agree.
I mean, they're
Took the
literally
words
like,
right out of my mouth.
bring me
It just
hackers,
shows a
break my
commitment.
shit,
Yeah, try
and then
and
we'll
break
fix
it,
it.
please, and we'll pay you.
I
I'd rather
Yeah.
pay
posted
you.
up.
I'd rather pay you to tell me about it than exploit it later.
No, exactly. And I mean, it's definitely one of those. I don't know. It's not something we see all that frequently either. As far as, I mean, there's always like basically audits for dApps when it comes to smart contract audits, but a bug bounty, I don't know. I don't know how. When's the last time I've seen one of these in like a. Maybe I'm just not as tapped into this as maybe I could be or should be. I'm not like following hack and proof here, but so it probably happens a fair bit. But either way, it's really cool to see within the Aptos ecosystem a project going to this severity to make sure that things are basically as secure as they can be. Because I think we're all pretty confident in Move, right? It's other things now where I think they're trying to go into
Well,
vulnerabilities aspect.
it's any time you're dealing with bridges.
Yep.
Like any time that there's been an issue, like a big issue with a platform, and Aptos has been like on the list of affected, it's typically because there was an ETH breach or something like that. It's not typically Move related, at least to my recollection.
Yeah, no, I mean, yeah, I think that's one of the things that I think the Move like basically Aptos and like stands on pretty aggressively when it comes to, you know, their securability within the smart contracts themselves. And gosh, I really, Sneezy, I didn't realize we were going to get exactly into this, but I kind of knew and I'm not prepared, so I apologize. But there is definitely a pretty good amount of chatter talking about this exact topic when it comes to like Move specifically. And I think the team kind of covering these kind of topics. When I say the team, I mean Aptos in general. Do you have any of those kind of tweets top of mind for you? It's just like I know there's a lot of discussion always about how here we go. Like fewer
I don't know.
security
What,
issues, basically. Here,
oh,
I'm gonna just pin some
with the
stuff.
Move language, yes. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, I'm just gonna pin a few to the top here that are similar, but talking about the exact kind of idea here. Even Avery, right? Like he, I think, retweeted some of these, saying like, it's um, safer, ship faster and safer, right? So even Brent retweeted it. So yeah, I know we can go much deeper into this and why and how, but I think at the discussion point at least, this is maybe where we leave it. I don't know.
Possibly.
Possibly. Okay.
You know what I wanted to talk about is
Please.
I think we're gonna try and mint 1 million NFTs.
Oh yes. Yeah, dude.
I
Let's
think
do
we're gonna
that.
try and mint 1 million NFTs.
Let's go. When
Let's
is that
jump into
happening?
that. I think Sneezy,
Aptos
you're grabbing
Labs
that, right?
team. Yeah, it's already pinned.
Oh, nice. There you go. Nice.
Recently released a feature called aggregators that will enable 1 million NFTs to be minted in the upcoming It's an Aptos thing drop. If you're familiar with NFT aggregators, this is quite different. And then this tweet dives in to the differences. It's like 7 paragraphs. I don't know if I can read it all. Problem with
It's also a fairly technical
yes,
thread to be frank.
it's in the
But
recap tweet. You can go and
yeah,
read the details behind it, but we're gonna mint 1 million NFTs.
exactly. Yeah, and it's a pretty significant step forward in handling like basically a lot of transactions effectively and efficiently. And yeah, I mean, the Mercado team said that you'll at the very end of the thread there, they mentioned you'll be able to mint the free collection on Mercado on May 14th. So, just mark it on your calendars. We're gonna mint 1 million NFTs on May 14th.
1 million NFTs. That's
Let's
wild.
freaking go. Yeah, dude, that's insane. That's so, I think we're blending two of the most powerful topics of Aptos generally right now, which is security and scalability. And I think this kind of touches on both of those, right? We just mentioned a million NFTs minted on a single day. Also, just generally speaking, the security aspect of it isn't really even considered at this moment. So
Well, I think
just like,
it's
yeah,
all the safety it's all the technical information that's in that tweet, but I
yep,
think that ties in to the safety behind it and why that's possible.
yep, yeah.
I really
And I
should have read
mean,
more. This is one I should have read more into before before the space, and I'm sorry, guys.
well, I gotta say there was a tweet that went out in the past few days. I don't know if we want to talk about this with Justin Bonds. I've never heard of this person, but he's the founder and CIO of Cyber Capital, who I think had a tweet or something when he talked about Aptos as it was centralized and permissioned of his critique. And I'm going to pin it through it. And he said now he's updating his research after digging deeper, as it's turning out that Aptos removed all their permission elements. And Avery ends up, pointing out that it took out many of these immediately, and then like had many like advancements with permissionless, scalable, and decentralized utility, open sourcing with open development, with on-chain governance, like just going through all the things and nailing the coffin in the head like a bit down here with like the Nakamoto coefficient of 21, which is the same as Solana and Avalanche as of today. So it's pretty cool to see, like, the tides are turning, people are, digging in, recognizing, maybe they're where they were and where they are, like, today. So either way, like, just to
Dude, at
mention
some
a little bit
point,
further.
if Aptos and the teams building here keep doing what they're doing, eventually people won't be able to ignore it. And I
Yep.
think that's what we're starting to see. Is it's a combination of the advancements in tech, the partnerships, what people are already doing on the chain, what people are looking at as the potential of what they thought possible where they were and what they could do on Aptos. Like, it's just a matter of time.
Yep. Dude, 100%, right? Like that's truly it. Like especially if you're coming at it with a quick glance. And I can understand the perspective of many that may look at things at a quick glance because you have busy days. There's just probably a flood of things to review, especially in this type of environment and ecosystem we live in. Things are changing like every day, every moment. There's just so much information always. It's almost impossible to keep up, which is exactly why Aptos After Dark exists, to try and bring all this information together over a very short period of time, 7 days, and share it collectively with everyone here that may not be into the rabbit hole as frequently as Sneezy and I are. Although, as you can kind of see, there's still so much to cover. And just as people dig a little bit deeper because of, I think, the noise, the tech, the community, I think those quick glances become like, a little bit of eye openers in some sense, where they're recognizing maybe, oh, this is worth double clicking or triple clicking into. And maybe I had a different perspective that might not have been fully correct in that first immediate view that I had, whether it was from a friend or from someone else, like that first moment of hearing about something and like, really digging in, or even not even really, but like just digging in even a layer deeper than just the top, you're like, okay, wow, I see it. I see it now, you know? And I think what Avery's response kind of hits a lot of those points, right? Like, this person was saying it's centralized and permissioned, and he immediately finds out that's none of that's true. And then Avery, with a, responding with some of the actual details of open source, on-chain governance, Nakamoto coefficient of 21, which is equal to other major chains like Avalanche and Solana, so that have been around building. So I don't know, man. I'm gonna stop talking now. So please just take the mic from me, Sneezy.
No,
But
dude,
I'm obviously hyped about this.
you're exactly right, and it ties back into what Denoshi was talking about earlier. Like, we're a year and a half in, maybe a little bit over a year and a half in. Like,
Yep.
we're also comparing ourselves to chains that have been around for 4+ years.
True. Yeah.
And I think we hold a fair bit of merit behind ourselves. And when I say ourselves, I'm just a dude that uses it. But like,
Right.
I also believe in the people building here and building the tech. But I also pin to the top, like, again, this is kind of what I'm talking about with like the partnerships that they're making, that eventually you can't ignore all this stuff. Partnership with Alibaba Cloud, where they're doing a learn programming language training partner with Alcove. It's 12 courses, basically diving into smart contracts and blockchain development.
Dude, I totally missed this one. Holy cow. What? What?
Yeah, bro.
This is sick. Oh my gosh. Dude, I don't know. Yeah, it's spot on though. It's spot on. How, I don't know. Yeah, you really can't. It's just more and more compounding and the partnerships like Alibaba Cloud, like talk about Alibaba's, I don't think they really need an
Microsoft,
intro.
BlackRock, like,
Don't think they need an intro at all, but that's pretty incredible to see. So spread and move, the language and all that, the amazingness that comes with it.
more devs, more tech, more advancement. More
I wonder if this
access
is
to devs, more enabling people with ideas to partner with devs that can help them build it.
exactly. Honestly, dude, this is, I think, this is totally free. It looks like I just clicked, exploring a little bit. It's like maybe, we can learn a little about Move. You and I, we make an Aptos After Dark test experiment here. We see if we can learn a little bit of Move. I don't know. That would be fun. But then again, we can't even record our dang intro, as Pecker pointed out to us a little bit early in the episode here. So maybe we shouldn't get ahead of ourselves and trying to learn Move language before we record that intro. But
I'll do that in my 25th and 26th hours of the day.
Knees, what's up, Knees?
Yeah, what up?
It wouldn't be a sneezy space if I didn't hop in the shower. So guys, I had to hop in the shower real quick, live. Just had to get one in while we were finishing up the space.
What do you mean? Never mind. Have a great shower.
Oh my gosh.
Oh boy.
No, we actually have a bathing suit on and I'm washing my dog.
Oh, okay. Well, that's okay. Well, that's a very different picture. Let's go.
Clean dogs. That's nice. Speaking of something that's awesome, we have 19 million. Does that number ring a bell to you? That's right. 19 million swaps by the Pontum team. Liquid swap
Shit.
completed 19 million swaps. That's freaking awesome. Yeah.
Yo, what
Yeah.
up, Inoshi?
Notion. Sorry.
That's a lot
Yo,
of
yo.
swaps.
I was just gonna mention, we do have a toy machine tomorrow. I'd like to see you guys out there. See you guys get some dubs in there.
What time, Denoshi? You can't tell us like this.
So 3 p.m. Eastern, we're filling her up. We got the Air 1 of 1 Maverick, which if you don't know, it's like all white. And then we have a monkey in there. And we were supposed to do this last Wednesday. We had a hiccup, and so we're doing it this Wednesday or this Tuesday. Today's Monday. Yeah,
Today is Monday.
Tomorrow's
this
Tuesday.
Tuesday. But yeah, tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern. So start doing conversions 3 p.m. Eastern. Yeah, pop out. So far, we don't have 19 million swaps, but we do have 26,000 plus plays in 3 machines. The shrimp machine had 6,000 plays, and I think like a day and a half or 2 days or something. And then our machine had sold out in 30 minutes and 45 minutes both times, 10,000 balls each. So yeah, 26,000, dude. I can't wait till we hit a mill. Like, seems kind of crazy that we'll be there one day, but I know we'll get eventually. From everyone having their own machines and whatnot. Eventually, we'll hit a million plays and beyond. So it's gonna be cool to hit.
That's what's up, dude. I was there for that first day. That was madness, the first one. Like it truly was crazy. Like I couldn't believe that it was gone so fast. I was like hitting that button so fast.
Dude, I thought this would be something that would like go out in like a week because there's 10,000 of them, and it was literally gone in 45 minutes. I was like, yo, what the hell is this? Like, dude, now I gotta do another one. I gave the Mingo out. Like, but yeah, no, dude, it was crazy. But yeah, no, dude, I think just people on Aptos are like yearning to do shit. They want to have fun. They want to, be a part of things. So,
100%.
yeah, dude, it's cool. So we're gonna keep doing that and keep making it bigger.
Let's go. Yeah. See you in there. I'll be jumping in that Discord 3 p.m. for sure.
Yo, hell yeah, that's what's up.
That is what's up. I mean, CZ, we got roughly 15 minutes left. I know we got a pretty still a decent amount of things actually to be discussing. Let's start cherry picking a little bit here. What do we do we want to talk about the moon?
Yeah, we got Ape
'Cause,
here. I think that's the
Ape is
perfect thing
here.
to talk about.
Exactly. Yes.
I think that's
Ape.
Music
Hello.
day when the sun shines, bro.
What's up,
How's it
Ape?
going, Ape person?
Fantastic. I'm making some ham and cheese omelets right now. Getting ready to eat some dinner. Listen to the space. Beautiful as always. Super excited. Lots of good information that we gathered here tonight. If you haven't done so yet, go down to the bottom there and then like and retweet the space out. Also scroll through or whatever and find the YouTube channel and subscribe to these guys. They're putting in a lot of work. So a little bit subscribes and likes and retweets would be helpful. But yeah, I'm doing fantastic, man. It sounds like you guys are doing awesome as well.
We absolutely are. We were wondering if you'd be open to talking about something that is new and exciting over the past few days here, starting that you might know a little bit about called Moon Castle DAO.
Oh yeah, the Mooncastle DAO. Yeah, absolutely. It's something that I've been working with, trying to build. It's an ice blue DAO, and to enter the DAO, it's you have to be invested in Ice Blue. There's a lot of cool utilities that are going to come. There's a lot of beautiful stuff in the works. It's still new. We're still working on it. But to get into the Mooncastle DAO, you need 10 Ice Blues. And it's going to be basically a bunch of people that are going to help promote art and artists and different things here in Aptos. So it's like I said, it's just new, but we got a lot of big things cooking. There's a few members that are already there. I think we have about 15 members already, and there's another 10 on the way. But just awesome. We're just building and seeing what we're gonna do. But as we move forward, we'll work on things together and help bring you guys some awesome, amazing art with some cool people behind it.
Yo, that's fucking dope. I'm pumped to see Ice Blue cooking with their DAO so integrated. I
Yeah,
think
it's
a lot of the
so
sub
exciting.
DAOs, yeah, I think a lot of the sub DAOs that exist on Aptos, for the most part, are very community driven. It's nice to see that Ice Blue's kind of supporting the community in making it happen.
Yeah, and there's a lot of stuff that we're working on. Anybody who's a member of the Mooncastle DAO, they're going to get exclusive perks, maybe some dope art from Blackwood, just for being part of something that's awesome. There's been a few people that I've onboarded on, and it's just going to be an amazing experience. But it's definitely about community, and I think you see a lot of Ice Blues art going around, and so definitely I think they needed a sub DAO, and so it was brought to my attention that that's something I should do. Because they're a lot like me. They bring, the peaceful, positive vibes all the time. And so I decided that was a project that I was going to try to build a sub DAO for. Like I said, it's still kind of new, but we're building, and it's going to be the best DAO on Aptos. Laser Dino DAO will be a close second, though. There's no doubt about that.
You son of a bitch.
Hey, person, we can include the handle in the roundup, CZ. How about that? Does that work? Because I know it's undercover a bit right now with the handle, but maybe we can we can include it within the roundup if you're cool with that, a person.
Yeah, go for it. We're going to start, like I said, we're just getting the core group together before we really start hitting the streets. But definitely, if you want to throw it in there, it would definitely be more than welcome. We'll definitely love to have people start seeing what what we're working on.
Let's go. Let's go. Dude, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty exciting to see anybody who's in that group. There's some pretty heavy hitters in there already. Some pretty cool people. There's going to be a lot more cool people hopefully willing to join. Just a great opportunity with some awesome people and a beautiful message behind it all. Remember, Ice Blue in the beginning was made just for art, and they been dedicated themselves to supplying and delivering art for projects here all over Aptos. So I think it's just cool that I was able to maybe recognize them a little bit for all their hard work that they're doing and just really show my appreciation and get some people on board to do the same thing.
I can't fucking wait.
It's a really good pairing.
I
think you
it's made in heaven.
You literally said it perfectly, a person. So shout out to you.
Yeah, thank you very much. Like I said, when I first started seeing the artwork, I was absolutely blown away by seeing some of the 1/1s, and then one day I got a message saying, "Hey, if we were to make a 1/1 for you, what would it look like?" And then it's this one that I wear now. It's the only really 1/1 that someone's ever designed for me, although I have a few 1/1s in my collection. But it was just awesome. They reached out. This is actually from my Chronos collection. It's called the Painted Pandas. It's made by an artist called Elke. He's for sure my favorite artist on Chronos, but they definitely stepped up the game when they redid it with the Ice Blue. And I fell in love, and I started doing a little bit more research into them, and went to their website and stuff like that. And just seeing their message was just basically peace. They wanted to create a place where people could just chill and relax and hang out and just kind of be themselves. And for me, that's what I do every Tuesday and Thursday with my space. So it's just kind of something that I really vibe with, and so I really appreciate all that they're doing. So I'm just trying to give back a little bit to all they're doing. All the other major projects really have a lot of teams really going for them already. So I just said, you know what, I'm gonna go for Ice Blue and see what we can do with it.
That's what's up, dude. Literally such a great project and team as well that like deserves the love, honestly. Their Ice Blue is just so good. If you guys aren't aware, NFT projects, amazing collection, amazing art, and yeah, a person. Pump for you and Mooncastle DAO. I can excited to be part of it and see how it flourishes and grows. DAOs are just awesome in general, and I am always excited to see more and more populate up and how they can be part of the ecosystem and flourish in its own individual way. So yeah, dude, I'm pumped for you, pumped for Mooncastle DAO, and to see how it does flourish.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome. Like I said, they're building with all kinds of different artists and all kinds of different chains from everywhere, and they're bringing people back to Aptos. So, like I said, this is what I can do to maybe, just say thank you in a way. They're really cool, super awesome dudes. I speak to Sweet quite often. He's a super awesome guy. We're definitely on different time zones, so sometimes that can be rough, but just really cool people, really good, peaceful project. And I'm excited to be the guy who's putting together something that's pretty awesome with an awesome group of people.
Oh man, do you know what I'm excited for you for? Is to get an opportunity to work closely with Sweet and with Blackwoods and actually really work closely with them and learn about running the project and just have that experience with them. Because honestly, one of the biggest game changers for me in Web3 was Smith asking me to collab and work with him as a community manager with the monkeys, and just being exposed to that experience and everything that you're going to learn and be able to take away from it. I'm just very excited for you.
Well, thank you. Like I said, it's been an awesome experience already. Like I said, I like meeting people from all over the place, so it's definitely good to have conversations with people that are from a whole different side of the world. It's interesting to see like what the weather's like, what they do, like what they do for fun, and just really connect with people on a different level. Like we're not all just PFPs, right? We're people behind all of them, and I think that's the most important thing that we can bring to all this is just an openness and peacefulness that like we're all in this together. No matter what PFP project or what NFT project you're involved in or you want to show love to, I think it's awesome that there's a group there for you to do and love and support. But for me, like I said, this message really clear with me with Ice Blue and just the peacefulness. And yeah, it's going to be awesome, man. You guys are going to see a lot of big things. And you'll see Mooncastle DAO all over the place.
You know, that's what. Also, you know what else is up? Is Mud showing up with 5 minutes left in the space.
Holy cow, we called it. Mud, we love you.
Like
GM,
clockwork. I got 2 frost sets to 2 of the pieces of the frost set today. I'm trying to get some more.
I do want to say really quick, speaking of contributing, being part of the ecosystem and like finding things that you want to jam with, I did just go and pin to the top now from Bashar. They just put together the ecosystem job board for vacancies across the ecosystem. And yeah, you can fill out the form and I think contribute to it or look for jobs that are, now within the ecosystem, which is really cool to see that, there is going to be more of a place for people that want to contribute and, be part of projects, whatever it may be in a sense, in one area, if you are looking to like kind of find something there. So there's currently, obviously more focus on like Aptos and the foundation, but I've, kind of can start to see a few other, like one other project in there that's already like filling in. So again, like I'm excited to see this job board grow, see more people within the ecosystem looking to bring awesome individuals onto their teams. And, there's without a doubt plenty of amazing projects and people that are looking to build awesome things. So yeah, I feel like that's something that we should just at least highlight or touch on really quickly, even if it is really quickly. I don't know.
No, man, I saw that. That's super bullish.
Yeah, it's cool to see. I don't know.
Just,
As we
it's really, it's just giving people visibility to those opportunities.
Yep.
And vice
Yeah,
versa.
exactly. Yeah, and I mean honestly, right? Like who I can imagine it's even if you are a project, I've experienced this already, and I'm not like Pirates isn't it's a project, but like we're very early in comparison to other projects, and I've kind of already seen finding people that isn't ultimately like there's not like a route, so that are like are at least believers in Aptos and want to be part of the ecosystem. So I think this is a win across the board for everybody in some sense. So
Oh, I know what you mean.
yeah.
Like, it's funny, you go into some certain projects, telegrams, for example, and you click on their mods, and every single one of their mods has like disclaimers in their profile about how they're a paid moderator.
Well, yeah, and not even just that, right? Like just people that want to reach out and be part of something is there's a lot of people that I feel like that are in that position, and now it's like instead of like maybe scouring through discords or whatever it may be, like because it's difficult and there's so much we talk about every single week, trying to get involved is challenging. So at least now hopefully this provides an easier opportunity for people to find something that fits them, and also for the projects to find the people that fit their project. So I don't know, love it, love to see it. The space is only growing, it's only going to become more and more complex, more and more things to explore and find. Things like this I think are a subtle value add across the ecosystem. So like shout out to the Aptos team putting this out there, putting it together, and excited to see that board continue to grow with more and more projects every day.
Heck yeah. Abso-freaking-lutely.
Well, I feel like that's a beautiful place to wrap up. I don't know. We're at the half hour. You want to say some closing words, anything like that, Stacey? What do you think? How are we closing out episode 13?
I just want a huge thank you to everybody that comes and hangs out, chills in the space, listens back, follows us on YouTube, however you're hearing this right now. We appreciate you. We thank you for taking part in Aptos and just wanting to learn more and take part in the ecosystem.
Absolutely. Beautiful words. Couldn't say it better. Totally agree. Hopefully we catch you all on episode 14, held on Monday, and you'll see this post on YouTube. Not sure if it will be in the next 48 hours, but we're going to try. We're trying to get better at this. So yeah, appreciate everyone's listening, hung out with us. as well, and listening afterwards and supporting in any way you can to the project.
Oh, heck yeah. And I got to hit him with the quick schedule. Don't forget,
Do it.
tomorrow, 12 p.m. EST, Spook Space. Tomorrow, 7 p.m. EST, talk about community with a person like you. Wednesday, 12 p.m. EST, Waffle Wednesday, and then we'll see you back at Aptos tonight with Atreyu and I, Wednesday at 7:30 p.m. EST. Till then, have fun, enjoy the ecosystem, have a great night. Bye-bye.
See you, everyone.